Do you want to know how to go from a zombie to a decent human? Keep watching. I'm going to use a new foundation that is full coverage that I got a sample of. I'm going to put it on my brush and then I'm going to stipple it all over my face and then work that product in by using that dabbing motion and work that in all over my face. And then I'm going to go ahead and buff everything in circular motions all over my face, and that's going to give me that flawless finish that I'm looking for. And right at this moment in this video is when I realize how light this foundation is. So there I go, realizing that. But it's too late now, so we're just gonna work with it. And with makeup, we work with it and we figure it all out. It's okay. Next, you're going to take your concealer and put just a few dots of product on the inner corner of your under eye. Using a smaller buffing brush or a damp beauty sponge, you're going to work that product in by dabbing it in and blending that product all over your eye area. Avoid any rubbing as it just moves that product around and it creates streaks. I like to add concealer to my lid as it acts like a great primer for shadows. Immediately after applying your concealer, you have to set it with a setting powder to avoid any creasing. A little does go a long way, unlike this video where I put half the jar on my face by accident. Press the powder into your skin, make sure you're not doing any rubbing, and don't forget the lids to avoid any creasing there as well. I decided to take a bigger brush and set my entire face with that setting powder. Since I used creams, my next step are going to be powder, so I want to make sure I set the creams first before moving on to my next step. And I scared myself again. Don't worry, I'm going to add some color back in soon. Now I'm taking my contour powder and working that in on the sides of my face, starting right underneath my cheekbone and bringing it forward towards my mouth. Then moving upwards towards my temples and down on my jawline. I am avoiding the top of my forehead and my chin to give the appearance of a slimmer face. Think of the number 3 or the letter E when doing this. It's a nice little trick to know. Make sure you're blending it all by swiping back and forth to avoid any harsh lines. This is my favorite brush to use at home. It's the perfect shape to fit right underneath my cheekbone. And the soft bristles definitely helps with the blending. Blending is key when it comes to this. You want to avoid any harsh lines. Make sure you're going down your neck to blend everything. And you're going to blend like your life depends on it. Keep blending, keep blending, keep blending. And when you think it's done, blend some more. This is not Instagram, ladies. It's real life. No harsh lines allowed. Next, I'm taking that same brush and just squishing the bristles a little bit to make them thinner to quickly contour my nose. You can use a smaller brush for this, but I'm just lazy today. And back to the blending. The blending never ends. Keep blending, keep blending, keep blending until your arms fall off. Now I'm going in with my blush, starting at the apples of my cheeks and working upward. I'm doing this very lightly. Notice the brush barely touching my face. We want more of a flush look rather than a Mrs. Claus and her bright red cheeks. Now, of course, we want to make sure that everything is blended and that there's no harsh lines anywhere. Right, ladies? So I'm taking this big fluffy brush and I'm going to work that all over my face to blend everything together, and that will create that seamless and that airbrush look. So now I'm taking my tinted brow gel to darken my eyebrows. With the spoolie, I begin to comb the hairs at the center and working my way back to the tail end using small strokes. Without adding any more product, I then move towards the front of the brow. This helps avoid having the front be too dark. Do the same at the other side and just make sure they're both even. Now this is just an extra step. I took a clear brow gel to just set everything in place. This is optional. Here I decided to find a bronzer and try to put it on my face. However, I didn't like the brush or how it was coming out, so I just gave up. And then I took my big fluffy brush again and blended that back out and did one last quick swipe all over my face. I decided to do my eyes and my lips off camera, but I wanted to show you the final look. I no longer look like a zombie. I look like an actual human being, and I created that flawless, seamless look. Again, mostly by blending. I hope you guys liked the video. Thanks for watching, you guys. Bye.